I think we can all agree, dinosaurs are awesome. LEGO is pretty dang incredible. So when you put those two things together, you get LEGO Jurassic World. Today, to celebrate the release of the brand spanking new Jurassic World Rebirth film, which, by the way, I am extremely excited for. Cannot wait to see what they cooked up with this one. We are diving into the first part of LEGO Jurassic World. That means we're tackling the entirety of the epic story of Jurassic Park. You're going to see all the epic moments, whether that be the appearance of the T-Rex, the shaking of the cup, and much more, including an epic clash between the T-Rex and the Velociraptor. All of that and much more in today's video. I hope you guys enjoy this adventure. If you do, please don't forget to scroll on down, smash that thumbs up button, and let me know down in the comment section below, what is your favorite dinosaur? I know that my answer is very generic, but it's always got to be the T-Rex. It's just so dang cool. And here we go. A nice spooky beginning. Uh-oh. That looks like some important merchandise.
I want tasers on full charge.
That's the wrong side. Great. So we already know we've hired the most competent people to work in a place that is going to have dinosaurs. That's a good first step. And the rest of these guys look absolutely terrified as well. So I'm sure this is going to go just fine. And none of these dinosaurs are going to escape.
Generator gets unpacked and built.
Whew. How about that temperature, huh?
How about what
so
temperature?
Glad we got Hammond to put free ice pops into our employment contracts.
Ah, that
He
that
really
actually
spared
sounds like
no
a pretty
expense.
good deal. Honestly, big dubs to Hammond. That is actually a very nice thing for him to do. All right. Speaking of nice things to do, it looks like the first thing we need to do is assemble a little computer
Start it with your stun rod.
over here. Ouch. And that will then allow this fella right here with that previously mentioned stun rod to... Okay, that works.
Yeah, this is good. By the way, whatever you do, don't try licking the ends of these things.
You're a psycho. Like, I swear. Like, who did they hire for this? This guy's licking the stun rod. Oh my goodness. Absolutely disastrous start to Jurassic Park in terms of the folks that we're gonna have to deal with, but that's okay. That's okay. At least we got Robert here, who's ready to take care of business. All right. Gonna go ahead and just assemble all that. All right. I think we are now able to safely move up. We could take a quick ride on this vehicle here. Ooh, I like the lighting effects there. That actually looks real nice. Does this move? I don't know. Oh, it does. Look at that. You can actually move and lower the little raising arm there. That's pretty cool. Nice attention to detail there. Again, that's one of the things that I think LEGO games never get credit for, is how many cool little details they pay attention to, because I genuinely do think that they do a much better job than what they get credit for. All right, so let's get Joffrey Brown, I think is the character's name, to power this up for us, which gets us one of 3 lights operational. This is light number 2, which means we are about 2/3 of the way completed with that task. Whatever's in here, it's making a whole heck of a lot of noise. Oh, that actually did jump scare me. All right. So, I suppose there's probably a Velociraptor in there. I did spot this little target shot.
So proper plan. Huh, how does this panel work again?
And as that gets disassembled, we'll be able to probably reassemble that into something else. But in the meantime, I just want to take a look over here. And we could have Jeffrey power up this. And that actually earns us a mini kit, or the equivalent of a mini kit in the LEGO Jurassic Park video game. Okay, so I like that guy's whistling the Jurassic Park score. That is pretty lovely. Ooh, look at that. So this is an area that unfortunately we can't interact with because we don't have the right abilities. Of course, LEGO games are notorious for having you essentially replay the game, go into something called free play, and then play the game once more so that you complete the remaining collectibles through that process. Okay, so let me see. Can we fire our way over to the other light there? We can. But that doesn't really do much. That is somewhat disconcerting. Now this, on the other hand, looks highly important, I would say. So we have some sort of dinosaur plans that we gotta follow. And then it's time to dig. Ah, okay. I guess that's where the tiles were buried. It does make you think, like, who the heck assembled this thing and then hid the tiles underground? You know, like, that is completely... Whoa. Not smart. Sheesh. Now, I'm trying to remember, wasn't it in the movie, like in the actual Jurassic Park film, wasn't there a T-Rex in this containment unit? Or was it also a Velociraptor? Because here it's quite clear that it's a Velociraptor. This containment unit is just simply too small to contain a T-Rex in it.
Cage ladder's jammed. Somebody punch in the security code again, will ya?
I can certainly do that. All right, so now we got to punch in a security code over here.
I can't figure that panel out at all.
Well, fortunately enough, I'm here. Okay. Figured that out pretty easily.
Raise the gate.
Oh, and now we actually need Joffrey's help again with his stun rod here to power up this crate. Oh. Ta-da! Joffrey, be careful. This is not the time to be snacking on hot dogs. Oh no. What is a banana gonna do?
Shoot her! Shoot her!
Ooh, what a dramatic conclusion.
Velociraptor?
Hey, I recognize these two. Alan and Ellie.
Maybe one of the other dig sites has turned up something.
Okay. So now we pick up on kind of the opposite side of the world on a dig site with some of our iconic heroes from the Jurassic franchise.
Feel it. There's a raptor
With
right
Alan
under here.
and Allie.
Yep, I am bang on target. I just gotta keep. Oh, come on.
It's right here, dude.
There?
Yes.
I was so close.
That's funny. Bro was so confident. He's like, there's definitely a Velociraptor right here.
Yeah, it's good
I'm
shape.
certain of it.
I want partial credit for that thing.
Well, you
Basically
can't have
mine.
it. You
One day I
did
forget
not
to bring scissors.
find the right spot. Unfortunately,
Come on, who tied this rope? What is
we
it, a reef knot?
I don't think,
I have a bit of advice.
have
that
the
might
right
help.
abilities to deal with that. So for now, we're just going to move towards the larger dig site over here, where there's a lot, and I mean a lot of stuff that you can smash and bash
Digging up this fossil.
your way through in classic LEGO game fashion. If there are breakable bricks, you must break them, because that is usually how A, you proceed in these games, and B, how you find secrets, as well as lots and lots of valuable studs and collectibles in general. So, now it's time to do a little bit of assembly work. We got ourselves what looks like a sweeping machine, like one of those machines that can like clear out dirt and stuff, you know? So we can drive up to this pile of dirt
As I say, not as I do. Next time,
to reveal that.
bring a sandblaster.
No, don't disappear on me. Thank you. Okay, that was extremely valuable. Finding that Lego stud there. And then we have to use the machine over here. Please collect the Lego studs. Thank you. And last but certainly not least. Was that not enough? Oh, that was enough. Okay. So now we got to dig. And Alan is the only one that can help us with that step. So we're going to dig this up. And now assembly time. Man, it's so nostalgic. That building sound effect from LEGO games is just so freaking awesome. All right, so once we have gone ahead and jumped up here, which, by the way, only Allie can do. She has the high jump ability. So Alan has to stay put and wait until we assemble the staircase. I also really don't want to miss out on these studs. There we go. Some extra points gathered. That's always really nice. Okay. Now there's a lot more stuff that we can go ahead and break over here. And porta potties. Who needs porta potties, right? I say that now. Now wait 20 minutes from now when we need to use a bathroom. That is going to be a very regrettable decision right there. Okay. Disassemble all this junk. What are they doing? Are these guys like posing for like a TikTok video? Oh no, never mind. That's a magnifying glass. I literally thought he was using like a camera to film them. I was like, bro, are these guys recording like a TikTok video? Seems like this is not the place, guys. Not the place. Okay, we're gonna disassemble all this junk and that as well. And I think that is about all that we can. Oh, hold on. I almost missed out on that. Now, that is about all that we can do up there. So now we're going to march our way down here again. And I suppose the only natural path that we can go to is through here. So once again, transform to Allie. Go! Go! Excuse me? Go! Hello. There we go, finally. My gosh. Third time's the charm, I guess. Okay. Then we're going to build a ladder. And that will allow Grant to get up here. Ooh, that looks like the last of the Velociraptor skeletons that we need to find in order to satisfy the condition of this portion of the level. So, now we just got to do some reverse engineering and figure out how we're going to be able to get this out of there, out of the side of that wall.
Oh, now we're talking.
Oh, okay.
Be careful.
A lot of power.
That might need some assembly.
Yeah, some assembly required, just like a classic Lego set. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. We did it.
6-inch retractable claw, like a razor, on the middle toe.
Yes! Now we unlock the raptor claw, which will allow us to cut down that rope that we saw a little earlier. So I guess this skeleton is kind of incomplete now.
Dr. Grant, Dr. Ellie, we're ready to try again.
Okay.
Feelings mutual.
Dang. This is so awkward. This is very meta. Saying I hate computers as I'm playing this on a computer in a video game made by computers. You know? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to make that jump. Haha, that worked. Strategy. Oh, hello. I almost missed this. Nice little sand castle for us to assemble. Mostly in order to earn some more studs. All right, so that's wonderful. Now we march over to here.
You give it a try.
Sure. All you need is a raptor
Careful,
claw.
that rope's holding up some, you know, oh, what's it called? No, it's delicate equipment.
Oh.
It was holding up a bunch of delicate equipment.
Why
Oh,
didn't you tell me before? Okay, well, I guess it's formerly known as delicate equipment. Now it is known as broken equipment.
Really? No. That's mine. I had chicken legs for lunch.
Okay. That is such a cruel joke. Bro had chicken legs for lunch and then threw the bones. And so when they were digging them up, they thought that they found some sort of dinosaur bones. That is very awkward. Also, I guess a quick lesson in archaeology, you know? They learned about chicken bones.
I figured out what's wrong with it. It should have 2 wheels, not 1, and handlebars. That's why you fell off of it, Dave. No handlebars.
Got it. So Dave is not the brightest tool in the shed, let's put it that way. But I guess that also gives us a hint about what we need to find, and that is a wheel and some handlebars in order to fix that machine right there. Which I guess is supposed to be a computer, but it's not really a computer, it's a thumper, so I'm not really sure what they're talking about. Okay, here we go. There's a wheel.
Thanks. Yeah,
Ta-da.
that should stop it from leaning over. Going around in circles all the time.
Okay. Now, I wonder, could we possibly, just possibly, utilize our Velociraptor claw in order to slice through these vines? Yes, we may! Yes, we may! And by the way, we also earned our Jurassic level for this level, which is a certain number of studs. I think 48,000 seems to have done the trick for this level, so that is wonderful. A pretty positive start here. So kind of stoked that we've got some good momentum right off the bat.
Now it looks like the picture in the instructions.
Okay.
The radar into the ground and the bone bounces the image back. This program is
Whoa,
incredible.
whoa, whoa,
4 years, you won't have to dig anymore.
whoa, whoa, whoa. I think I did it, guys. I did something at least. Whoa, whoa. Get away, get away, get away.
That thing looks like a 6-foot turkey.
Hey, that is actually a pretty cool device. I think they make that device in real life as well. And they use that. Didn't they just learn some new things about the pyramids with that? That they like go deep down or something? Archaeology is just a cool subject matter. Uh-oh. Seems like we must now quickly make haste over here for the arrival of a random, let's pretend, a random helicopter. It's obviously not random. Okay, I guess Alan's the only one that can assemble these dinosaur bones. But, I didn't realize that Allie didn't have that ability. Okay. Then there's a plethora of other junk all around here. Hey, speaking of porta potties and needing to use the toilet, I guess this one is on hold. Okay, my bad. Sorry about that. I don't know where he's off to. I guess when nature calls, literally, nature calls. That guy's like, okay, there are no more porta potties that are left over on this entire campground. Okay, can we go in here? Yes, we may.
Who do you think you are? John
Or just
Hammond.
made the hottest cup of tea of all time.
Biological preserve. Really spectacular. Spared no expense. Our
Interesting.
attractions will drive kids out of their minds.
Kind of
If I
attractions.
could just persuade you to sign off on the park.
That looks like the worst drink of
I
all
could
time.
get
Is that
back
a
on
fish
schedule.
bone?
What kind of park is it?
Alan, don't drink that. Please.
It's right up your alley.
Oh. Whoa! The quick cut there scared the crap out of me. Sheesh.
So you two,
Here we are.
dig up dinosaurs?
With our first meeting with Ian Malcolm as well. That's pretty dang cool. Bro, just pretending to be a dinosaur, I guess. That's not weird at all.
You'll have to get used to Dr.
I
Mac.
love John Hammond
suffers from a
holding Ian
deplorable
Malcolm
excess
back.
of
Bro,
personality,
calm down,
especially
dude.
for a
You
mathematician.
promised that you'd be cool.
Chaotician, actually.
Remember? What happened to I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna be perfectly cool. And ladies and gentlemen, that completes the prologue. It also does unlock the previously mentioned free play, which is absolutely tremendous. A total of 810 studs is our grand total. Of course, like I previously mentioned, we did manage to hit the 100% true survivor rank for this level, which is absolutely tremendous. And we managed to get not one, not two, but 3 mini kits for this level as well, which is a pretty stellar first start. We get some new characters unlocked, including Alan Grant in his Montana attire, along with Ellie Sattler in her Montana attire, Joffrey Brown, of course, from the very beginning of the level, and Robert Muldoon as well. Then we get the bonus Dig Site volunteer character, as well as the Dig Site kid character, as just kind of random civilian / extra characters on the roster. We do get a really cool vehicle unlocked in the form of the Jurassic Responder, and then just the forklift, which is not quite as exciting. Ooh, the Road Sweeper is unlocked as well. Dang, 3 vehicles in one level? That's pretty good progress. Did not manage to find the Dino DNA, which is unfortunate, but it gives us something to work on in the future. 2 gold bricks allow us to then continue in our story. And that takes us to Island Blar within Jurassic Park. Look at this beautiful, serene environment as the helicopter lands, and we have a choice on our hands. We can either head off in the direction of Jurassic Park or, of course, Jurassic World. One of the most wonderful things about LEGO Jurassic World is that it lets you choose how you want to play through the adventure. But obviously, today our focus continues to be on Jurassic Park. So we will head down this path. Gonna grab our functioning cars here, and away we go. We're zooming. This is pretty awesome. Great handling, great car. Wish you could buy this in real life.
If you need spares, get them from storage, not from one of the control panels.
Ah, so are you giving me a hint that I need to look at the control panel? I didn't mean to punch you. I wanted to punch this thing. There we go. But then we could dig, because I did see this little pile of dirt. And it seems like computer parts are just hidden underground for whatever reason. Ta-da! Now, we can't operate these machinery, but one guy that could is the guy that owns the place. So let's go ahead and have Hammond here open this up for us. And that opens the initial gates, which don't look nearly as epic as they did in Jurassic Park itself, where I seem to recall them looking a lot more cool. Oh, there we go. I guess 2 characters can actually ride in the Jeep, which is kind of neat.
Let's get something straight, John. Your investors, whom I represent, are deeply concerned. 48 hours from now, if they aren't convinced, I'm not convinced. I'll shut you down, John.
Dang. All right, Donald. We got you, dude. Wait till you see what you're about to see. This guy's about to have his mind blown.
Alan, this
Look at that.
Variformin's been extinct since
Look at that.
Cretaceous period. I mean, this thing isn't this thing.
Ellie, look. This is the moment where Jurassic Park becomes magical. Look at that. My gosh. That is always such a cool revelation, such an epic moment. 10 out of 10. Just an absolute behemoth of a dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur.
Yep.
We're gonna make a fortune with this place.
This guy's like, hold on. I don't need to shut you down anymore, Hammond.
Well, we clocked the T-Rex at 32 miles an hour.
Sheesh.
T-Rex? Mm-hmm. You said you've got a T-Rex?
Uh-huh. Say again. We have a T-Rex. Dr. Grant. My dear Dr. Sattler. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Thank you. Wow.
How'd you do this? I'll show you.
I felt like he was about to go into like a musical number. Do you believe in magic? We just used some magic and lots of money. And then managed to bring back dinosaurs to life. But that's how you have these behemoths. Now, fortunately, these are herbivores, so we don't have to worry about them eating us. Now, that previously mentioned dinosaur, on the other hand, by the name of T-Rex, I suspect that's going to be a bit of a problem eventually here. So, you know, that's one of those things where I anticipate some issues up ahead. Okay, speaking of issues...
Until they install the gears and whatnots. Which is fine by me, because they've only got herbivores on this side of them.
Okay, well, Allie, I need your help because you have high jump abilities, which means you can get up here and you can disassemble all of these boxes And once you have gone ahead and disassembled these boxes, then we can install the gears on the left side. Now, that takes care of that. However, there's still the problem of figuring out the opposite end. And for that, it looks like that previously collected claw is going to come in handy. So we can slice that giant crate down. I don't think we can make that jump. Nope, we need Allie again. Hello. Can you please make this jump for us? And boom. Break all this. Ta-da. Break all that. And this as well. And then time to assemble some stuff. Bada bing, bada boom. Sheesh, 10,000 volts. Let's hope the electric fencing never goes down or anything like that, because that would be a disaster, right? Like, I could definitely see some dinosaurs escaping if that were to happen. So let's hope that doesn't happen, right? That's all we can hope for. Okay, what is this? Seems like we've possibly arrived in the main area, or the main building at least, looks to be awaiting for us. Ooh, now that's a familiar sight. That is an incredibly, incredibly iconic vehicle right there. The classic Jurassic Park Jeep looks absolutely astonishingly awesome. But before we get to that, we need to get to this.
The most advanced amusement park in the entire world.
In the entire world. Look, did he just break that dinosaur? Oh my goodness. I'm starting to sense a pattern here. John Hammond did not do a very good job screening who he was hiring.
Just one drop of blood contains
Hey, it's Mr.
billions
DNA.
of strands of DNA, the building blocks
I
of
love that
life.
they recreated it in
100
Lego
million
form.
years ago, there were mosquitoes, just like today. Sometimes, after biting a dinosaur, the mosquito would land on the branch of a tree and become fossilized. This is what we call amber.
That's
Using
how you have found
sophisticated
dinosaur
techniques,
DNA.
Jurassic Park scientists extract the preserved blood from the mosquito.
That looks very
And
sophisticated.
Now we can make a baby dinosaur.
G'day, Henry. Oh, good day, sir. Perfect timing.
The imprint on the
I like that the egg gets broken with a spoon.
Some kind of control you're attempting is...
Like they're gonna make an omelet.
It's not possible. Listen, if there's one thing the history of evolution has taught us, it's that life,
Finds a way. That is definitely an
Species
iconic
is-
quote.
It's a Velociraptor.
They're lethal at 8 months, and I do mean lethal. I've hunted most things that can hunt you, but the way these things move, 50, 60 miles per hour if they ever got out in the open.
They sound clever, some would say.
They remember.
Oh no.
All right, let's feed these overgrown lizards then.
Sheesh. So we're back in the
These cages aren't going to be big enough.
cage that
Barely fit a
the
goat
adventure
in.
started in, if you remember, just a little while ago. And so now, let's see, can we analyze this? No, we cannot. But if Allie was here, we could. That's why, again, free play is created for some missions like that, where you can go through poop. Yes, it's dinosaur poop, and you go through it, and there's important information that you learn from it. Sounds gross, but extremely useful for 100% completion of the LEGO Jurassic World video game. Okay. Hello! A nice little ground slam attack always does a great job of clearing a bunch of the terrain, which is just absolutely lovely. Let's see. We do have that forklift there. Seems like that would be a pretty handy tool here to feed the Velociraptors. I feel like we might have some good use out of this vehicle. I actually wonder, can you take these down or no? Oh, you can't. In fact, you need to take them down in order to earn a mini kit in this level. Haha. Would you look at that? I genuinely did not remember that. Ta-da. Ta-da. Whoops. Seems like I can't break this. All right. Here's Dino Handler Vic. Who doesn't seem to be paying much more attention than the last Dino Handler that was helping us out, Joffrey. still eating right next to the Velociraptor cages, even though that is highly, highly dangerous, as Robert was trying to explain to him. Okay. I love that there's just scorpions going on the ground there. Yeah, that's not terrifying at all. Hopefully they don't sting us, because that would be very, very bad. Now, there is something here that we would probably be able to interact with, but we don't have the right characters. I think we need a small dinosaur in order to interact with those. So, unfortunately, that is pretty much all that we can do on this lower path. Is that guy sleeping right there? Yeah, of course he is. Yep, sleeping on the job. Fantastic. Just continues the streak of active workers here. All right. Seems like these two crates can be assembled into something of importance. Ah!
That's better.
I think that's the little
Now we
pad
just
for
add
the cow. Yeah, it's time to make some dinosaur hamburger.
Isn't that part of the paddock control panel?
Seems like that would be important, wouldn't it? Where's that final camera? It's not over here. I did want to take a quick jump over to here just to see if there's anything over on this container. Seems like just a handful of studs, not much else, so not really all that worth exploring. Okay, so let's go back over to here. We can break this pile of tires, and then grab the controller, which goes onto the paddock there. So that will be applied over here, I believe. Ta-da! All right, time to operate some more machinery here. Just follow the pattern of the buttons that appear. And if you do the sequence correctly, you'll be rewarded with progress. So that's pretty lovely. Oh, I spotted the final camera that we need to take down. That will be fun. Now let me go ahead and get some more studs collected here. And what are you up to over here? Just guarding this random door? I wish we had a character that could grab onto this bar here and jump over, because there's a mini kit over on the opposite end. That would be useful to add to the collection. But unfortunately, can't do that right now because we don't have the right roster available to us. Like, if we were in free play, we could definitely complete that task pretty easily. All right, let me go ahead and take this down. That's lovely. And recollect some of these studs over here. That's lovely. And now back to our main objective. All right. Now, if you're a big fan of cows, this is the part where you want to look away. You know? Because it's Velociraptor feeding time.
Sorta.
Ta-da! Okay. Now we just gotta get the cow onto the pad over here. Once we've done that,
fresh beef.
Success!
Huh? Boy, those raptors eat better than I do.
Okay. I think we've succeeded. At least partially. Hey, time to wake up!
Is it morning already?
Great. Just fantastic.
Lo siento, I cannot go on. Tell my mother I love her. I have not been racked with such pain as this since I stubbed my toe. Someone else must operate the crane. My injuries are too severe.
I'm telling you guys, I am sensing a pattern. Hammond really did just like, I don't know how he hired. Maybe with like a Craigslist or something. Ad, because he did not vet who he brought in to work with the most precious of dinosaurs. Hold on, wait. Which way do we go? My gosh. I couldn't figure out how to move this crane arm. I tried every which way, and it just simply wasn't working. All right, cow. I'm so sorry, but thank you for your service.
What are they doing?
All right, guys, don't forget to post F's in the comment section below with the little cow emoji. Oh my! Did one of the dino handlers see about to fall into the? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No!
Grandpa!
Oh, never mind. The cow's fine. But I was part of the dino handlers. Oh, he's fine somehow. Except he lost all his hair, I guess, and
These will be
clothing.
your transports for the afternoon. No driver. No driver. They're electric. They run on this track in the middle of the roadway here. Spared no expense.
That's fancy. Whoa!
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
And there are those iconic gates that I
Still
talked
not clear
about.
on chaos.
The shorthand is the butterfly effect. A butterfly can flap its wings in Peking, and in Central Park you get rain instead of sunshine. Look at this. See? I'm right again. Nobody could have predicted that Dr. Grant would suddenly jump out of a moving vehicle.
Alan?
The Triceratops. I swear, that guy looks like Stan the Man Lee to me.
Don't be
Like the
scared.
character
Come
model
on,
for him.
it's okay. She's sick.
Whoa. Gross. Yikes.
I have to insist that we get moving.
You know, if it's all right, I'd like to stay with Dr. Harding and finish up with the trike.
Sure. Seems to happen about every 6 weeks or so.
I'd have to see the dinosaurs dropping.
I love Graham's expression. He's like, really? You're talking about dinosaur poo, right? Because that's what I assume you're talking about when you say dinosaur droppings. And Ellie's like, yep, head first, dive on in. This is the grossest part of this game. But there we go. By diving in, it seems like she was able to figure out what the dinosaur needs, which is, I guess, a popsicle, some apples, and some carrots. So I feel like 2 of those 3 are going to be easy to find. I don't know how we're supposed to find random popsicles just laying out and about. But fortunately enough, LEGO games don't have to make sense. So I'm sure we'll stumble across some frozen popsicles at some point that can help us as well. Okay, we're going to break all that. There's another pile of poo that I think we can search. Oh, no, that's not a pile of poo. That's some plants that can be sprouted and grown. There we go. Ellie using her biologist techniques to grow some flowers. Ooh. Speaking of piles of poo, that's a lot of poo.
It's so odd, though.
And there's a carrot. I don't want to know how that ended up there. And those are a bunch of dung beetles. Again, the less you think about it, the better. Just move along, you know?
So
move
she's
along.
Suffering from meliotoxicity.
Okay. And what exactly is that? Would have loved to learn a little more about that, but for some reason, our character just stopped talking. Not sure what that's all about. All right, we can clear all this. Now we can scale these flowers. And as we get up, would you look at that? A target for us to hit. We can't go explore these dark caves because we don't have the right abilities for that. But we can scale up this rope to get up here, where it seems like there are a lot of plants. Aha! Now, that looks more like maybe like grapes or like a cherry even? Not really the apple or the popsicle that we were looking for. This isn't the fruit we're looking for. I feel like Obi-Wan over here. Okay, maybe this, however, can sprout the fruit we're looking for. Right? Maybe this is an apple tree by any chance? I love the animation on this. So cool. Ta-da! A perfect apple tree. Just what we need. Fantastic. So that then gives us the second of 3 objects necessary to help the dinosaur.
These are dilated.
Which leaves us with just 1 more. Seems like that might be related to this leaf here.
Yes, we know they're toxic, but the animals don't eat them.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
That sounds like he's not sure either. This continues the streak of not the greatest employees in Jurassic Park. You know, this has definitely become a very obvious trend at this point. Whoa! That that flower sprouted mightily quickly. I do feel like, by the way, I am playing this on a PlayStation 5 Pro. I don't know if... I feel like things were definitely quick before, like on the PS4 when I last played this game. But I will also say, at least the loading times seem to be faster on the PS5. Graphically, I think that it's a capped game, meaning that it doesn't improve graphically speaking in terms of frame rate or graphical fidelity if you're playing it on a PS5 or PS4. But at least the loading times are faster, and the game's running very smoothly, so I will give it that. Ta-da! We've helped out our first dinosaur and unlocked our first dinosaur, the Triceratops. One of the coolest dinosaurs in the entire world, and it's the first one that we get to play as, giving us access to this battering ram set of horns, which then of course allow us to battering ram things like that, for example, or like this, allowing us to go ahead and collect some additional rewards, like the mini kit that was hidden behind this little bit of bark over here. Okay, so then we're gonna transform back into Triceratops and charge towards this. Oh! No.
There should be another car parked in the compound northeast of here.
Okay. I really hope you have good car insurance on those things, because
not far to the visitor
I don't
center,
think
Dr.
that one's
Sadler.
gonna be fixable. I think that one's gonna be kind of totaled. I don't think you're gonna be able to get that one to
chances of balancing on the trunk.
run again.
Way over for her.
I guess we have to now build a way over for the dinosaur. So let's first come up with a way over for ourselves, and then once we get across, haha! We got True Survivor rank by earning 60,000 points on this level, or sorry, 60,000 studs on this level, which is brilliant. Then we can sprout a path across using the most powerful plant growing item of all time, I guess. I swear. I feel like Allie's like poison ivy secretly, you know? First we saw, I think Gary looked like Stan Lee. Now I'm saying Ellie looks like poison ivy. Can you tell that I like comic books? Can you? Always trying to draw comparisons to them. Going out of my way to do so. Okay, let's go ahead and battering ram this thing out of our way. It's really a lot of fun to play as the dinosaurs. In fact, I think that's probably the best part of LEGO Jurassic World, is when you get to play as the dinosaurs. The human characters are of course iconic and all that, but man, oh man, the dinosaurs are so much fun to play as, giving you access to just these really, really, really powerful characters.
Good as new.
Ta-da! Open sesame! And the path is clear. So as we're able to march on through, the storm seems to be increasing in strength,
To release the ladder to that walkway.
which makes me a little nervous,
Want to get out of this weather.
because it does start to feel like things are gonna go
I
bad.
guess they took the car with them as well. We better find ourselves a shortcut, Dr. Sadler. Once we
Okay,
get past this fence, we'll be back at the visitor center in no time.
roger that. Seems like a good plan. Now the problem is that it looks like what we need to do
Off the
is
gate winch gone. I
find
bet
a
some greedy
crank
dino ate it.
in order to allow us to open that gate there. And it seems like the way to get access to that is by, unfortunately, and I hate to say this, but we gotta go poop diving again. Yes, for real, for real. So we need to assemble this, then crank this switch. I love the little engineering of this. This just looks so cool. Like the way that everything maneuvers all around. Once we've done that, check it out. Ellie joins a whole bunch of dung beetles, diving into some poo, and most importantly, finding what we needed, which is the crank. So now we can go ahead and install that. Sorry. That is not how you install it. You can't just throw it at it. Install that. And now, just got to twist this around manually. Slowly but surely. And that should allow our new dinosaur to get through, which then can smash a path for us, unlocking our first dino DNA.
Through that hole.
Sounds good. I guess let's march on through. Our party is already divided.
How many times we needed locking mechanisms on the vehicle doors?
Item 151 on today's glitch list. We have all the problems of a major theme
Who
park
plays that
animated
character?
computers
Comment
aren't even
down
on
in the
feed
comment
yet.
section below. He's a very, very, very famous actor.
Dennis, our lives are in your
And
hands.
also another
You have Butterfingers.
character that is iconic in the
Totally
Marvel
unappreciated
universe.
in my time. You know anybody who can network 8 connection machines and debug 2 million lines of code for what I bid for this job?
Quiet, all of you. We're approaching the Tyrannosaur paddock.
Surely nothing's gonna go wrong here, right?
No use to us if they don't survive. 1.5 million if you get all 15 species off the island.
7 o'clock, D-Stock.
Hey, welcome to Jurassic Park. Level complete, free play has been unlocked. We earned 78,000 total studs, bringing our grand total, I'm waiting, to 141,760 studs in total. We did once again manage to hit the true survivor rank, which is fantastic. A huge W accomplishment. Managed to also go ahead and collect 3 mini-kit components for this level as well. We're rewarded with the classic-looking Alan Grant minifig, the classic-looking Ellie Sattler minifig. We unlock Gary Harding as well. And then we've got ourselves Dennis Nedry. He's going to be nothing but trouble. Donald has been unlocked as well. Then we have the InGen Lab Technician. And that wraps up our character unlocks. We did manage to get Dino DNA, unlocking the Triceratops as the first playable dinosaur character in this LEGO Jurassic Park video game, which that is a very, very cool selection. Once again, we earn a handful of gold bricks for all our handiwork, and the story continues. Okay, so it looks like we now have control over Ian and Alan here. We get to drive the Jeep here, which is super cool. You do have to stay on the electric line of the Jeep, so you don't get to just like turn left or right whenever you want. You still have to follow like a path.
You'll have to find another way around. There's been a rock slide.
Oh,
Although
no.
I guess you can see that.
Dang it. Everything just seems to be going wrong. Hey, at least on the bright side, it looks like the weather in this part of the park is somehow perfectly fine. I don't really know how that's possible, but it is.
Climbing the tree to pet a brachiosaur, but
Yeah.
I fell and, well, this happened.
Okay, I can help you.
Come on, cut me down already.
I got you. Again, yet another dino handler that does not know how to do his job, clearly, but
You can
okay.
use this to bring dinosaurs into the paddock, which is particularly handy if there's a wall you need to smash through. But, don't tell the construction guys I told you that.
Okay, that is pretty handy. That was our first worker in peril that we rescued, so yet another collectible system that we have to work on in this game. And now we get to spawn in dinosaurs. So we can go ahead and either spawn in the Triceratops, the skeleton version of the Triceratops, or a custom one. Yes, this game supports custom dinosaurs, which is awesome. But for now, we're going to go ahead and, I guess, spawn in the skeleton version, because this thing is crazy looking, and charge ahead towards our next target, which is that giant tree trunk. Uh-oh. Okay, I do not remember the Dilophosaurus as being that dang big. Weren't they like a relatively small dino? Like, these things are bigger than the Triceratops. Oh man. Sheesh. Come on! Okay, fortunately enough,
It only took 2 tries, but we did win the battle. And now suddenly it's raining, by the way. The weather has deteriorated very quickly. Which is certainly concerning. Because everything around this park
were spitting at me.
is being very poorly managed. So I suspect that that will be prevalent across the board with a lot of the problems that we have to deal
Clear
with.
this road. Doesn't anyone have a jackhammer or something?
No, but I have a shovel, so I can do a little bit of digging over here, and maybe there's conveniently a jackhammer. What are the chances? Of course. How convenient. A jackhammer. Just what we needed. How fantastic. Oh, wait. I guess you're going to use it. I guess we don't get to use the jackhammer. Go ahead.
Rocks 0, Gary 1.
Hey, good job, Gary.
Go ahead.
Dude, honestly, I'm impressed, dude. You're the first person in this park who seems to know what they're doing. Thanks. I appreciate you. All right, we can move ahead. Go ahead. Donald, step on it. Jump in, Ian, and away we go. Peace out, Gary. Okay, so yeah, so the weather only gets bad in this part of the park somehow. I don't know how how such a small area could have so many different microclimates, but okay. No, I don't want to be dinosaur din-dins. That's a crazy way to describe that.
Oh, I finished debugging the phones.
Meanwhile, back at home base.
The system's going to be compiling for 18 to 20 minutes, so some of the minor systems, they might go on and off for a while. Anybody want a soda or something?
I love the classic computer here. Uh-oh. Nedry. Nedry! You turd!
Fences are failing all over the park. Security systems are shutting down.
There he goes.
Phones are out too.
Honestly, I have this weird urge to say, Avengers, assemble.
You didn't say the magic word.
I wonder if perhaps you would be good enough to be my mention. Sure.
I'm going with him.
Sheesh, it has gotten way worse. Stormier.
You feel that?
And darker. Uh-oh.
What is that?
Get ready, guys. Here's the most iconic moment from Jurassic Park. At least in my opinion. I like that he politely fixed out the sign, just like, nope, just put that away, and then just, hey, Alright, there goes Donald. Back to his natural habitat.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Nature calls. Oh my goodness. Yep, that's gonna be a problem. A big, big problem. Okay, so, we are not equipped to deal with a big giant T-Rex, so let's start brainstorming. That's the only chance we have, is that we're probably smarter than this thing. Okay, so, let's think. We could run, but that would be cowardly, so we can't run. Okay. We can't grow plants because we don't have Ellie with us. Ooh, there's a purple stud back here. That's very nice. How generous, game. Thank you. I appreciate that. That'll be very handy towards getting True Survivor, but in addition to that, unlocking collectibles as we keep going, so that'll be lovely. We can't open this, but we know that certain someone's in there hiding, right? By the name of Donald. Ooh, there's a blue stud as well. Nice. Now, there is something over here that we can dig up, so let's take a look. I do love the atmospheric nature of this. Like, the stormy night and everything, it definitely gives you like a really unique vibe. There aren't very many Lego games that have this sort of setting. So because of that, I feel like LEGO Jurassic World always stood out for like having these kind of themes slash atmospheric moments that feel very, very unique compared to a lot of the other LEGO titles. So definitely a cool part of this whole experience. And there's a slew of poo that unfortunately, or maybe fortunately I should be saying, we can't deal with. So that would be something that once again a character like Ellie could help us with if we were in free play, but right now on the initial playthrough cannot go ahead and deal with that. I'm gonna go ahead and collect a whole bunch of studs right here. And here, nicely done. Okay, thank goodness this dinosaur has 0 situational awareness about the fact that we are right behind this thing. Because if it was paying attention even slightly, well, we would probably be dinosaur appetizers by now. Ooh. I did see a couple of blue studs over here. That's really nice. Okay, so I do know that our Velociraptor tooth, or claw, sorry, can help us slice through this. That's useful. That gives us access to an old generator, which seemingly has a part that we need. So we're gonna march over here, set this up, and then give this a whirl. Okay. Things are happening. Things are happening. We have some positive developments here. Time to do a little bit of building. I think we're just gonna go for maybe the strategy of just a nice jump scare. Because again, it's not like we're gonna go boxing this thing. Even though imagine how cool that would have been if we could just have a boxing match against the T-Rex. Okay. Looks like we got a music box. Hey! Ta-da! There's a good distraction. A big, giant dinosaur bone. Go deal with that. That's right, Rexy. Perfect. Okay. Progress. Now to figure out how to rescue these two. Let's think. Ooh. Hello. Dang it. We need Robert Muldoon to help us with that. But he's not here! What can Ian do, by the way? So far, he hasn't really had any unique abilities to help us with anything, pretty much. It's been all the Alan Grant show at this point. Okay, Ian, do you want to at least help with this? You want to jump onto this to, like, pump up the air? There we go. Okay. No, don't make extra noise, because the dinosaur's gonna react. Please. Please. Hurry. Yay! Okay, that is one rescue. But we are not done yet. So we have Lex now on our team. And what abilities does Lex gain? Seems like Lex has the ability to scream or shriek, which shatters glass, but also notifies Rexy. Okay. Man, this thing is just absolutely fascinated with cars, huh? Wow, look at Ian. Ian being super brave. Absolute goat. We'll remember you forever, Ian. We'll remember you forever. Thanks for taking one for the team, bro. You'll never be forgotten. Okay. So, now we need to use this pulley system here. And we're gonna try to pull this car out of the mud. At least I think that's the current plan. Go ahead, come on. Okay. Hey! That kind of works, right? Come on. Get on out of there. Oh, crap. Ian, why did you run back here, bro? I was giving you credit. All right, Donald, good luck to you, bro. What is he doing? Building a tower out of toilet paper? Great job, dude. Yeah, what are you going to do with that? Brush its teeth? I forgot that he does that. I genuinely forgot that he does that. Okay, Lexi, calm down. Where'd she get that chainsaw from? I love the sense of humor of LEGO games. It's so silly. Okay. Now this is definitely not a silly situation at all. As we hang down this dam. That is such a cool cinematic shot right there. Dang, this T-Rex really is trolling us. That T-Rex has a sense of humor. But hey, on the bright side, we survived. I hope Ian's okay, you know? We obviously know Donald's not doing very well. But hopefully Ian made it out of there alive and well. Now we got to figure out how to learn how to scale trees, I guess. Yay. Another thing we've got to figure out now. All right, on the bright side, we do reach a checkpoint. So that's usually a good indicator. Okay, you see, these Dilophosauruses are much more in scale to what I remember them being. The last ones that we saw, those were ginormous. Like, those were like some sort of like, I don't know. Like, you know in Mario, when he eats that like red mushroom and he goes, and then he becomes way bigger? That's kind of what those Dilophosauruses had. Holy moly, there's another purple stud back here. Don't miss that. Do not miss that. That is nice and valuable. All right. Let's go digging over here. For this little crank wheel that we could utilize back here, I believe, to operate whatever this is. Maybe this is holding the sewers here together or something? Oh, that's a vent. Okay. Whoa, that's a lot of dinosaur bones, I assume. Which is kind of gross. But you know what? In this scenario, beggars can't be choosers. We got to figure out a way up. So I guess we're going to have to utilize some dinosaur bones. Wow, look at that. What is this masterpiece that you've assembled here, Alan? Ah, I see. Seems like we're going to go ahead and do a nice little jump strat here. And now Lex, similarly to Ellie, and most of the girl characters in LEGO games have that high jump ability. So that's why we need to play as this character in order to get up here. Once we get up here, we can then build a ladder so that Alan can get up here, because I do see those vines that need to be sliced down. So we're getting closer and closer to rescuing Timmy. Nice. That's a lot of rewards right there. Okay. And now we gotta swing from vine to vine. And as we make our way across. Okay. That was pretty successful. Okay. Just nice and easy. Don't mess this up. Take this down. And now we got to scale across again. Okay. Just don't look down. That's what they usually say in these kinds of sections and movies. Just don't look down if you got a fear of heights. Just don't look down. And also don't just walk down. That's another word of advice. Okay. Time to assemble, what is this? It looks like a trampoline. Yep. A dino trampoline. Coming to a Toys R Us near you. I'm sure that's a real thing that they probably did make at this point. No. Okay. Got across. Hopefully Lexi catches up. Okay. Great. Jump over. And then we need to break all this junk. There's Lexi, who is probably the one that can wall jump, right? Yep. Fantastic. Oh, no. That was definitely the T-Rex. watch Alan be like, sorry guys, that was my stomach. I didn't have lunch. Like, are you freaking kidding me, dude? You just gave everybody a heart attack with that scare. Alright, so now we gotta get Alan up here. I also like the detail here because at this point in time, he doesn't have his hat that he's had the entire game up to this point. So that is definitely pretty cool attention to detail there. And obviously, like, you can see their clothing is like all weathered and has like little oil and just a good attention to detail in general. We're going to use Lexi's blood-curdling scream to rescue Timmy. My goodness. My ears.
Just give me a hand.
Da 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 da.
The thing about climbing is, you never look down.
Okay. Oh, you see? I just said the same thing. Oh. Well, you can't say okay and then literally the first thing you do is look down. You can't do that. I don't know how they just ran down the side of that tree, but I'm not going to ask questions. Again, like I said, in LEGO games, sometimes you just got to go along with the experience and not activate your brain too much and just enjoy the ride. Like, how in the heck did the car just build itself around them?
We're back in the car again.
Oh.
Don't question
At least
it.
you're
And
out
why
of the
does it
tree.
look more like a train? I don't know. Hey, that looks like a good vehicle for Mario Kart. I'll tell you that much.
Where's the other car?
Alan! Alan!
Like that she checked under the car. Hey, it's Ian Malcolm. He's perfectly fine. Well, kind of perfectly fine.
Can we chance moving him?
That is
Please chance it.
a T-Rex. You guys might want to step on it, step on it, step on it, step on it. Like literally, we heard that this thing moves 32 miles per hour, right? Or was it kilometers?
Let's go faster.
Oh! Zoom, zoom, zoom! Dude, I love these levels, though. This is so cool. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. We just gotta prepare for when it charges. When it declares an attack, that's where you want to be out of its way, because it will headbutt you and send you into next week. Whoa. By the way, we did earn our True Survivor rank. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So far, so good. So far, so good. So far, so good. This is so cool. So dynamic. Oh no, we missed our Dino DNA though. Speaking of dynamic, that is just cool.
They'll have that on the tour?
Sheesh. Oh, it's not over yet. Oh my goodness. Oh, yo, yo. Just step on it. Go, 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 go. All gas, no brakes. Yikes. Please, 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 we can make it if we try. Oh, no, 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 no. Dang it. Ooh. Good thing these things can't jump well.
Remind me to thank John for a lovely weekend.
Eesh, we made it.
Never find the commander.
They cut to John.
Covered his tracks far too well.
That was funny. That was a funny edit.
Say the magic word. Please!
Say the magic word.
Shutting down the entire system is the only way to wipe out everything that he did.
There's Ian. Looking worse for wear, but still has to get his money shot in.
Please shut down the system.
Still looking great. Even in this condition.
It's okay. Look, see that? It's on. It worked. The shutdown tripped the circuit breakers. 3 minutes, I can have the power back on in the entire park.
Just to be safe, I want everybody in the emergency bunker until Mr. Arnold returns and the whole system's up and running again. Hiring Ned to do was a mistake.
Why was he eating? Why was he
Should have
just
been there
eating
by now.
chicken there? That was so random. But okay. Speaking of Nedry, there he is, getting in trouble, like usual. What else is new? Surprise, surprise, to absolutely no one.
Oh, nice boy. What do you want? What do you want? You want food?
Ouch. How fun. Hey, that's a good defensive strategy, actually. That kind of works. But that was not his fate in the movie. We all know that it was, see you later, Dennis Nedry. Of course, we did manage to earn 112,000 studs, bringing our grand total past 250,000 studs, and once again, earning the true survivor rank, which of course is absolutely brilliant, because I think so far, every single level that we've gone through, we have managed to hit that rank, which is awesome. So hopefully we can maintain that throughout the rest of the story. Didn't get any mini kits, but we do unlock Ian Malcolm, which is absolutely awesome, Lex Murphy, and of course, Ellie Settler in her raincoat attire. Hold up, do we not unlock Timmy on this level? Robert Muldoon in his raincoat. Oh, I guess not. I was going to say the main cast was unlocked, but I guess not. We do get the iconic Jurassic Tour vehicle, which is probably the best vehicle in the game, at least visually. And we do manage to earn ourselves 2 more gold bricks. And so, the story continues. Okay, so we pick up in the rainy, cold, stormy night here. Oh, okay. We can't just do that. There it was. I was like, oh, just jump into the water. What's the worst that can happen? There's a bunch of rain coming down on us. It's basically the same as the rainwater. Nope, can't go into the water. Instead, we need to get across using the little portal system and then bring up a nice little bridge for the rest of our party to cross. Okay. Now we need a way up, which seems like it will happen thanks to this little climbing system. We can scale across using these Lego bricks. Hopefully the rest of our crew can scale. They're just sitting back there, but I assume they will follow eventually, because otherwise that is pretty awkward. For now, we follow the ghost studs, which they are there to really help you. If you ever get lost in a Lego game, they're basically there to guide you so that you know where to go. Even though most of the time it's a pretty obvious path that you follow. Even though there are sometimes little detours, like this little rock climbing wall here. But again, we don't have the right characters to deal with that. So instead, we just march across. We don't have a long-range weapon to shoot down that vine. Oh, but I know who can. That would be Lex. So let's transform into Lex. Then we can go ahead and use her throwing abilities to jump on across and march on over to this side. Hold up. I guess Alan is going to take his sweet time. It's going to take his sweet time. There we go. Took 2 tries, but we got it. And then it's time to dig again. And also assemble stuff. Seems like we're going to make a dinosaur ladder. I feel like Batman, except everything is dinosaur, you know? Like, you know how Batman names everything like Batmobile, you know, Bat car, Bat plane? Alan Grant probably just calls everything Dino, whatever it is that he's using. Dino ladder, Dino trampoline, Dino claw.
Visitor said it's just about a mile over that rise
Hey,
there.
seems like they've made it through the night.
Keep.
Things are A.
Whoa, whoa.
Are those
A.
meat-eating metasauruses?
Metasauruses.
Direction changes just like
That's
a flock
such a
of birds
great
evading
line.
a predator.
They're flocking this way.
Well, why don't we get the flock out of there, guys? Run! We gotta block out of here. Oh, okay. We got another running level. Except this time, we're trying not to get stampeded. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. This is scary. Ow. I seem to be doing a very good job of running into just about everything that I possibly can run into. Ow. Taking a whole lot of damage on the way. You guys gotta dodge! Dang it. I really wanted to try to get the blue stud collected there. But no such luck. Oh my goodness. You're supposed to knock down those signs as well as you're running, because those will unlock you mini-kits. But as you can see, I did very, very badly at knocking those down. Whew. But we did very, very, very well at staying alive, which I guess is a win. You know? That's a win in my book. Oh my goodness, this thing just won't leave us alone. How did you cook a turkey? I'm more impressed by the fact that it cooked a turkey. How did you do that?
Oh, gross. I'm gonna go now. Okay. Follow me.
That little sound effect. Like, let's get out of here while we still can.
Something went wrong. I'm gonna go get the power back on.
You can't just stroll down the road.
I like that Ian is always just like, he's just worried about, like, I gotta make sure that I still look cool. You know?
I think I can follow this and then talk you through it. Come on,
that's his leg. I love all the visual gags that LEGO games do. Pretty funny. All right, so it looks like we have another team up here of Robert and Ellie.
Come on this way.
Just follow the trail of food. That'll lead you to the dinos.
Mr. Arnold?
You see what I'm talking about when I say atmosphere? Like, this looks like a horror game,
Mr.
right?
Arnold? Mr.
This
Arnold?
looks very,
Mr.
very,
Arnold?
very spooky.
John, I'm in.
All right. Well.
After 20 or 30 feet, you come to a T-junction. Just never follow the main cable. I understand how to read a schematic.
Okay. Hey, there's some, there's a small pile of poo that has some dino DNA in it. We'll take it. That is very, very awesome. Like I said, my favorite part of LEGO Jurassic World is the fact, oh crap, that scared me, is the fact that we have access to playable dinosaurs. So, you know, prepare yourselves for some jump scares. I don't remember when. I do know that there is a jump scare in this area. If I remember correctly, it's gonna be a Velociraptor that'll jump scare us. If I remember correctly.
Wait a minute.
What? What? Why did you just say, and then not actually say anything? It'd be nice if you spoke in complete sentences, Ian. It doesn't help me at all. All right, we have a key. And I do remember seeing a big giant lock on that door over there. So, I ain't no Sherlock Holmes, but I think that key goes into that lock. Ta-da!
Look above you. There should be a large bundle of cables and pipes all heading in the same direction. Follow that.
Okay, following the piping.
Okay. Who's gonna be able to power this up? I don't have a character. We don't have Joffrey on our team right now. So I guess we can't operate that machinery, unfortunately. Do we see a target that we can hit? My gosh. That is so loud. Okay. Clear all that. Okay, now that looks like a path that we could follow. How lovely. Go up here. Don't jump scare me. Don't jump scare me. Don't jump scare me. I'm not jump scared. I'm not jump scareable. That's not a word. I just made that up. I almost fell off the ledge. All right, Robert, I think you can probably break that. Earn us some extra points. Ooh, nice. There's some good rewards. Okay, so this is the part where we need to work as a team. We're gonna have Ellie jump to pull that pipe over so that the steam leaves. And that then allows Robert to operate this part of the machinery.
Wait. Down. Ahead of you is a metal staircase. Go down it.
Thanks. As I'm climbing the staircase already, I heard that. It's the least useful advice of all time. From Hammond and from Ian. They're basically telling us about things that have already happened. That's not helpful. You're supposed to warn us of things that are about to happen. That would be useful, you see? There are a lot of dinosaur claw marks all over the walls, which indicates that there have been dinosaurs in this area already, so that's why I said I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, there's a jump scare with a Velociraptor happening at some point in time. I just honestly cannot remember when, but I'm mentally preparing for it, you know? I am mentally preparing for it. And I'm also preparing you guys so that you don't get jump scared either. Okay. Got more studs collected.
I see the box. This high voltage.
We can clear all this junk. Ta-da. Okay. I assume that yep. So Ellie is the character that can get up there. That sounded very loud. That dino roar. Or like thump.
Ellie, you can't throw the main switch by hand. You've got to pump up the primer handle in order to get the charge.
Okay. I guess.
All right, here I go, okay?
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, charged.
Yay! Great success! We did it! Let there be power and let there be
Mr.
no
Hammond,
jump
I think we're
scares.
back in business.
No.
Oh, Mr. Arnold.
Oh no. We lost Nick Fury.
We can make it if we run.
Okay.
We can't.
Why not?
Because we're being hunted.
Yikes. This is not what I wanted to hear. Okay. That is the biggest butterfly I've ever seen in my life. It's the size of our character's arms. That ain't no butterfly. That's a pterodactyl. Oh my goodness, okay. Just gotta stay calm right now. If we stay calm, we survive. If we panic, it is all over. Time to grow some plants, it looks like. No. Gotta jump the other way. Alright, the problem is Robert can't get up here, so we need to find a ladder or something. There we go. We're gonna grow a ladder for him, I suppose, right? I'm telling you guys, Ellie's basically poison ivy. Okay. So now we can get up here. Notice that immediately as a target that we can... Whoa, okay. Those bushes there were moving. There's definitely a dinosaur in there. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's the Velociraptors or the T-Rex. But I I kind of don't want to take the risk. Uh-oh.
In the bushes straight ahead. It's all right.
Which bush is this? Oh, this bush. Okay. Come on, fight back, Robert. Nice. Box him up. Box him up. Bam. All right, we're good, I think. I'm not sure who was screaming there. Was that Ellie? I think her scream chased the Velociraptor away, which I'm not complaining. We made it out of there. Alive and well. In part. Thanks to that distraction. Yay. More poop. That is a sentence that I never thought I'd be saying. Okay, so now we can build things. Unfortunately enough, Ellie can build things as long as they're not made out of dinosaur bones, because that is an ability that seems to be restricted just to Alan. Grant, that is. There's another target that we can hit. Okay, I feel like we're about to get jumped again because we were doing this creepy slow walk. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Yep! Here we go. Button mash, button mash, button mash. Fight back, fight back, fight back. Yes! Nice uppercut. Dinosaurs hate uppercuts. Confirmed. New knowledge learned. Okay. What the heck are we building over here? That almost looks like a catapult, kinda. Sort of. It didn't really catapult the rocks as much as it just dropped them down the hill, but hey, what matters is the final result, you know? Oh no. Why is that thing shaking? Come on. What are we looking for? 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 Whatever is here! My goodness. Okay, that was a good jump scare. That was a good one. I forgot that that's the sequence in which that happens. Okay. We chase this thing away. Oh, no. I think it went this way, right? Yep, there we go! Yeah, how you like them apples? Just a nice little rock. Okay. We gotta follow the dinosaur in whichever bush shakes. Oh, no. Why did I think it went this way? Oh, I miscalculated. There we go. All right, let's pay attention. So, it goes to the middle, to the right, to the middle, to the left, to the right. I swear it's on the right again. Yep, there we go. That's 2 parts out of 3 removed. This is really kind of a mini boss fight. Okay, it's on the left, it's in the middle, it's on the right, it's in the middle. Bam! Did that do good damage?
Run.
Oh,
no. Gotta.
Do ya? They're like hiding like a snake. Nice. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Clever girl.
Well, restoring power, level completed, free play has been unlocked, and for the first time in this adventure, sadly, I'm very, very, very sad to say, but we did not actually earn our true survivor rank. But I guess I'd be curious to find out just how close we got, because I feel like we got like 90%. 97? Dang it! So close, yet so far away. On the minikit front, I think we got 1 minikit component. Yes, we did, which is perfectly fine. We do get some new characters unlocked. So finally, the final main cast character, Timmy, unlocked. Then we get Henry Wu from his Jurassic Park version, because he appears elsewhere as well. Jurassic Park veterinarian, as well as the warden, are 2 additional characters that we now can purchase. And then on the vehicle front, we get the Jurassic Park Responder with the soft top version unlocked. We did get a dinosaur unlocked, and it's an iconic one at that with the Velociraptor. So that is awesome. We got the Triceratops and Velociraptor now unlocked. So that is a very, very major W there. And of course, we do still get ourselves a level completion gold brick. Okay, so back to Alan, Lex, and Timmy we go. We pick things up with this squad. And it seems like up ahead here. This seems important. Maybe we could knock that down. In order to knock this. That looks useful. Now we need to turn this crank around and around it goes. Do you have the ability to see in the dark? Yes, you do! He's got night vision goggles. Oh, that is such a useful ability. That is fantastic. Genuinely. Unfortunately, we don't have any characters that can interact with this machinery, so that's a bit of a bummer. But, thankfully, since we have that key now, we can just go ahead and unlock this big giant lock on the door over here. And that grants us access to the next area. And we're back to the visitor center. Hello? Where a great dinner awaits for us.
We have to find the others.
Look at that.
I promise.
Burgers, some baguettes, lots of fruits and veggies, hot dogs, some steaks, some fried chicken. There's a lot of good stuff here. Good eats. Until it's not so good. That was a great gag there. From a smiley face into a frowning face. I honestly did not understand. This is probably the second most iconic scene in the Jurassic Park movie and also video game. This whole kitchen scene.
Timmy, what is it? It's a Velociraptor.
It's a... what did you call him? Meatosaurus. And unfortunately for us, we are meat! Okay, so we've got not one, but two raptors to deal with. And away we go. All right, so the strategy here is to obviously, well, first and foremost, not get eaten. Seems like a pretty reasonable strat. Let's see if we could use this fan to maybe create a distraction. There you go. Go eat those hot dogs over there. Perfect. All right, so while Velociraptor 1 is distracted with that, we can quickly move on through to this part. This is where Timmy is going to get to shine. Hold up. Why did these studs appear after we already moved past them? Am I going too quickly? I might be too good at the game, guys. Might be too good at the game. All right. That teleports us over. Oh, no. Oh, no. Got it? Oh, my goodness. That looked important, whatever that was. What the heck? Oh, it was over there. I guess there's some food maybe that was inside the pot that spilled. Okay. Suppose we don't want to go for the weapon there. And instead give this a push, because I think then Lex will be able to... Oh, no. And the sound effects of the Velociraptors legitimately is terrifying. Thank goodness these things are not very bright, so we can go ahead and just outmaneuver them by running away. Okay, hold on. I just want to quickly take a look and make sure I didn't miss anything over here. Did we? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Hurry on over. Hurry on over. Okay. We're going to do a boost jump. So we're going to have Lex boost Timmy up here. And then we're going through the vents. Just like Batman. Wait, what? Why is there a chicken in the vents? I don't want to know. Never mind. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Okay, let's just... As long as we move nice and quiet, hopefully this thing doesn't notice us. Okay, so this is obviously where we're supposed to go. Can't interact with that because we don't have the correct character. Let me quickly take a look over at the opposite end. Oh, nice. There's a blue stud. I think we have to just push this giant stack of pots and pans on over. And that then allows Lex to get across without being spotted by the Velociraptor. And that then allows us to interact with this box over here. Okay. What are we building? Oh, wait. Aren't we going to... If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure we're going to try to trap them in the freezer, right? That'll be the strat here. Night vision goggles coming in handy here. To clear all this junk. And the other crate as well. And then we can build something. It is... I don't know what it is, honestly. I'm going to confidently say I know what it is. Oh, it's an ice cream machine. Everybody loves ice cream. That makes perfect sense, honestly. Even Velociraptors. We're going to forget about the fact that they were carnivores, but... Okay, we dealt with that problem. That's one down. That dinosaur got brought to the Ice Age. Get it? Because it's a freezer. Ice Age. Okay, maybe we shouldn't be cracking jokes right now when there's still another one of them to deal with. Okay, just be careful around this pot here. Oh my goodness. Okay, don't move. We're good. We're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Come on, come on, come on. Is it gonna jump scare us? Yep! I knew it! I knew it! Move! I think we have to build something before we can move. Hold on. Pull this and... Wait, what? There we go. That was like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon right there. But it works for me. We dealt with the situation. Back to the control room we go.
We gotta reboot the system first.
Put up the door locks!
That is so creepy.
Gotta get back! Put up the door lock!
You can't hold it by yourself!
Okay, let's go. Quick thinking.
Boot up the door locks!
Whoa. All right. I'm thinking. All right, that seems important. Do we need to push this? Yes, we do. All right. This looks like a plug. It needs to go into that socket. Okay. Stuff's happening. That computer seems to be active. Ta-da. Brilliant. All right, we're partially underway now. Okay, quick. March over here. Anything that we can interact with over here? I think this is Nedry's computer, right? Hence all the ridiculous amount of copious pizza boxes everywhere. All right, now I do see glass, and we have a character that can shatter glass, so let's do just that. Ooh, Dino DNA. That's always lovely. Okay. And I think this was Arnold's computer right here, right? Oh, no, maybe this was Arnold's computer. Okay, that is a ridiculous amount of studs. Holy. Holy. Also, Lexi. She's got, like, super strength. This is insane. Just punch through a desk with ease. I'm not complaining, by the way. It's getting us a lot, and I mean a lot of studs. Seems like that's the only one that isn't breakable. Okay, got it. So, quick. Let's interact with this computer. This is the part where Alan and Ellie are probably like, finally! You've got to be kidding me. Okay, what do you need me to do? Just follow the path. Got it. That seems simple. Activate. That looks important. What is Ian doing? What the heck were those guys up to? Okay. Here we go. Whoa, that is a long path to follow. All right. Go, 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 go. Hurry. Through. Ta-da. Okay. Another step completed. Hey, it's Nedry. I guess he's still alive and... Well, just alive. I'm not sure about well. I was going to say alive and well, but... looks like he's seen some better days. Okay. And then we have to follow this creepy claw path. Okay. Roger that. Down this way. And... that is another task completed. Hey, it's the Ice Age. Is there another step? No, I think we're done. Oh, that sounds promising. Let there be power! Dang it. Well, there's kind of power, but there's also a problem. Okay, so that is the hatches that Timmy can interact with. So let's go ahead and transform to that character and then march on down to do some, I guess, technical support. Oh, I see a blue stud behind this red crate. There we are. Nice, those are valuable. Each one of those is worth like 1,000 points, so that is very nice. Can we break all this? Ooh, we can use our night vision goggles in order to explore this area. Ah, look at that. That looks important. We have one of these little battery cell things. Putting that back into its proper place might have just fixed the computers. And most importantly, the lock system. I think. Okay. It fixed that computer, I suppose. Not the entire lock system yet. We don't have the right character to slice through all that there. But I might as well take a quick look down here and see if there's anything else of interest. In terms of exploring. Lots of studs. That's nice. Ooh, there's a blue one back here. Definitely do not want to miss out on that. What about this computer? Nope, can't interact with that. However, actually, Allie could. Oh, sorry. Is that Allie or is that Lexi? Oh, no, I think that's Lexi, actually. She could interact with that computer. Fortunately, I don't know if there's a way for us to get down here. There's Allie. So I guess for now, let's just operate this computer.
System. I know this. It's all the files of the whole park. It tells you everything.
Okay.
I gotta find the right file.
And how do you want me to do that? Just by pressing square. Whoa. On to the next one. Got it. Okay. I think I understand. Just light the bricks in the same order as they were lit up.
Trying to reach the gun.
I can't get it unless I move.
Okay. Okay. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, this is it. This might be the right file.
We're good.
This is the right file.
Ooh. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think we got it. First try. Let's freaking go.
What works?
I think we got it.
Phone security
Who's that in the
systems?
background there?
You name it, we got it.
Just a random dino handler. Look at him. He's like, I guess I'll come back later. Or maybe you won't, because the Velociraptor spotted you. Good luck to that guy. All right, we got to run on over here. What's going on?
Mr. Hammond, the phones are working. Children all right?
Grandpa!
Call the mainland. Tell them to send them helicopters.
That's right. We got to get on out of here. Oh. No.
It's gonna come through the glass!
That's where we don't want to be, no? We gotta go up into the vents! Up into the vents, if memory serves correctly! Okay, build, go! That works. Ooh, that was a nice amount of studs there. Climb! Go! Get on out of there! Perfect. Fast food. Get it? Ba-dum-tsh. That was a rough landing for Timmy there. Bro just went face first right into the metal grate. When dinosaurs ruled the earth. Certainly seems like they're ruling the earth right now. At least if you're in Jurassic Park. Alright, we gotta slice this in order to carefully drop down, right? That's not carefully. Yep, that is the opposite of carefully. Okay. Plan B. Gonna have to try to maybe go ahead and I don't know. Maybe use some makeshift ladder or something. Sheesh. All right, quick, Ellie. We need your plant-growing superpowers. Poison Ivy, take care of this. Ta-da. Okay, that is part one. Part two, climb into the chute and get around this thing. Okay. There's some extra points. I am doing my very best to try to get us the true survivor rank this time around. Because I am genuinely bummed out that last level didn't manage to reach true survivor rank. We're so close. Like 97% is right there. Just not quite enough. I'm going. It's not so easy to be trying to figure out how to build things when you're dealing with the deadly dinosaur trying to get at you. Okay. And we jump across. Okay. What's happening? There's a second Velociraptor, of course. Yikes. Okay, double yikes. Run!
This way.
Okay. All is well that ends well. Oh! The best rescue of all time! It's the T-Rex! Okay, that is just epic. I'm gonna let them settle their scores while we quickly run over to here. Why does that look like we... Oh. Okay. Just see if we can maybe gather at least a little bit more studs here, because I think 40,000 points should... Yes! We got it! True survivor rank. All right, now it's dino time. Let's watch some dinosaurs brawl. Ow. Dang it. I lost the first fight, but we shall win the second one. Big chomp and a headbutt attack. Sweet. We definitely have a size advantage in this battle. Quick, Alan, run over there. have to use your Dino Tooth ability. It's so funny the way that he's like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Trying to cut down that rope. Oh, here we go again. Round 2. Let's get ready to rumble once more. All right, just got to follow the button inputs as they appear. Yeet. All right, that sent him flying. Quick. We need your abilities now, Lex. Hit that target. Just dropped a barrel on him. And third time should be the charm. And we're just gonna send this thing flying, I think. We did it! Victory! I can't believe I'm changing the T-Rex, but it's helping us out, so you're not gonna hear me complaining.
I've decided not to endorse your park.
So have I. So have I. It's a great line. Hey, it's Robert. Seems like he's fine. Look at him. In the meantime, the dinosaurs are still settling their beef. Hey! When the dinosaurs ruled the earth. Hey! There's Donald. Even he gets to make it out of this thing. Story complete! Jurassic Park free play has been unlocked. We earned 40,000 total studs, which was just enough to get back to our winning ways when it comes to the true survivor rank. So very, very happy about that. Of course, there he goes, the little stud counter, counting up and tallying up our performance. We gathered a total of 365,200 studs. Did not get any mini kits, which is kind of a bummer. We did get Alan Grant in his Survivor version unlocked, as well as for Allie Sattler as well. Then we have Ian Malcolm in his Survivor version. John Hammond unlocked. I guess technically we didn't have him unlocked yet, so he's the last main character that we get. Lex Murphy and Timmy Murphy in their Survivor outfits unlocked as well. Dennis Nedry in his Costa Rica design. And from what I recall, we get another Jurassic Park Responder roll cage version. And I believe that we got our Dino DNA, right? Which means we get the T-Rex. Let's freaking go. Unlocked and added to our already fantastic collection of dinos. We get not 1, but 2 gold bricks for a grand total of 10. And that finishes the story. Just the same way that we arrived. Let's get back into this helicopter and get the heck off this island. Even though it is kind of a bummer for John Hammond. He really thought he had something special going there. And he kind of did. I mean, it went on to become a huge movie franchise. So he had that going for him. I never noticed that the T-Rex is holding the toothbrush or the toilet brush. Hey, and then we have this epic conclusion where the actual finale is you getting to play as the giant T-Rex chasing down some dinos while the credits roll, which again is just a fun thing to go ahead and I guess celebrate all of the adventure that you've gone through. Now, of course, like I mentioned at the very top of today's video, guys, this is just part number 1. There are 4 total stories that are covered in LEGO Jurassic World, which means that, of course, we still have those stories to play through. But if you guys enjoyed today's adventure in this epic one giant video featuring the entirety of LEGO Jurassic Park, please take a quick moment and leave a like. Share the video with a fellow Jurassic Park fan, or maybe just someone who enjoys LEGO and or dinosaurs. Maybe they'll find this video enjoyable. Thank you guys so very much for your continued support. I will hopefully see you guys here on the next one. Peace out. I'll see y'all later, alligators.